From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Sunday, October 11th, 2015. Silver is trading at $15.85 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,156 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $249. Antiwar.com reports Israeli troops were out in force in the occupied West Bank and along the Gaza border fence, attacking Palestinian protesters as the unrest in the territory continues to grow. Over the course of Friday, 7 Palestinians were killed and 470 others were wounded nationwide, many of them critically. On Saturday morning, Israeli troops killed another 5 people, including 2 children in Gaza. Israel has been cracking down on unrest in the area around Jerusalem and the West Bank all week, following a terrorist attack with new restrictions on Arabs across the area and then moving militarily against protesters rallying against those restrictions. The West Bank was again the site of most of the casualties, with 1 killed in Hebron and 410 others wounded. The deaths overwhelmingly came from the Gaza Strip, which was previously not part of the latest military operations. On Saturday, however, reports of demonstrations along the border fence had the military reacting aggressively, opening fire on the demonstrators with live rounds, killing 6 and wounding 60. Many of the 60 wounded in Gaza were not expected to survive, as health officials say they were shot in the head and neck with sniper fire and gravely wounded. Among West Bank injuries, many of them were not likely to be fatal, with a lot of protesters shot with rubber bullets and 279 of the hospitalized recovering from exposure to tear gas. There were few reports of Israeli troops being wounded, but despite this, officials presented the various incidents as clashes. Bitcoin Not Bombs is a launching pad for nonprofits and social entrepreneurs into the financial freedom of the Bitcoin economy. Bitcoin Not Bombs is fully committed to being the hub of the nonprofit sector of the Bitcoin economy, maximizing the potential cross-promotion of all our clients and commercial partners. To learn more, visit bitcoinnotbombs.com. UPI reports the Pentagon has temporarily barred the for-profit University of Phoenix from recruiting on military bases and using veteran tuition assistance amid an ongoing investigation into possible policy violations. The school, the nation's largest private university, is not allowed to enroll new military students under the Defense Department's Education Assistance Program. The Department of Defense indicated the violations include misusing trademarked United States military insignia and failing to get proper authorization when recruiting on military bases. A Pentagon spokesman cited reports of non-compliance by the school but would not provide more information. The Federal Trade Commission and California's Attorney General are also reviewing the school's recruiting practices. The Department of Justice and Department of Education are reportedly coordinating ongoing investigations. The University of Phoenix has more than 200,000 enrolled students, both civilian and military, in 29 locations in 17 states. A majority of the students attend classes online. The school has also come under fire as one of several for-profit universities being blamed for driving up outstanding student loan debt and college tuition cost. For over 35 years, Roberts & Roberts has been a trusted source for buying and selling your investment-grade precious metals. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and permanently removed the minimum purchase order for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on investing and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 850-478-5270 or online at rrbi.co. Reuters reports the U.S. Department of Defense will seek to make condolence payments to families of victims of a U.S. airstrike that hit a Doctors Without Borders hospital in Kunduz, Afghanistan, killing 22 people. Pentagon spokesman Peter Cook said in a statement, the Department of Defense believes it is important to address the consequences of the tragic incident at the Doctors Without Borders hospital in Kunduz, Afghanistan, adding the United States would also pay to repair the charity hospital. The medical charity is pressing for an international commission to investigate the possible war crime. Among those killed were 12 Doctors Without Borders staff. On Tuesday, Defense Secretary Ash Carter said the U.S. military deeply regretted the loss of life and was acknowledging its mistake and working to understand what went wrong. Carter said in a statement, the U.S. military takes the greatest care in our operation to prevent the loss of innocent life, and when we make mistakes, we own up to them. That's exactly what we're doing right now. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.